All right, Dr. Dennis Ciccone here from Ciccone Family Chiropractic and Wellness Center. I'm here with one of my favorite patients, Kasey, who has been with me for, how long has it been now, Kasey? About 7 months?
It has, yes.
Awesome. And Kasey and I have just been talking. She's doing so well with care. I just wanted her to share a little bit about her story and kind of things she's done in the past and what's made this program different. So feel free to share,
Sure.
Kasey. Thank you.
You're welcome. I found Dr. Dennis probably 8 months ago, and then we started working together soon after that. But my history is I had mold toxicity back in December 2018. It left me with erect body, erect hormones, chronic fatigue, depression, all sorts of things. And I worked with so many different people and spent hordes and hordes and hordes of money over the past 3 to 4 years trying to get myself back to where I used to be. And a lot of that was symptom treating, piecemealing things together, saying practitioners saying, try this, because there's not a lot of mold literate people out there. So I don't even remember how I found Dr. Dennis, but I was looking through, I don't know, I was on the internet somewhere and I saw a couple of his videos pop up and I was instantly intrigued because one of the things that he said was, I like to treat the whole body. I like to take a systems approach and I want to eventually get you off of stuff. And that just resonated so much with me because I was on 50 different things at one time. You can imagine the money that was going down the drain with that. And I still was feeling, excuse my French, really crappy, like the fatigue. There were times I have 3 little kids and times, I mean, I couldn't even stay awake until 8:30. It was misery. So anyway, fast forward to now, 7 months later, with Dr. Dennis. Even in just the past 6 weeks or so, I have started to feel amazing. We've done the detox, we've done some of the other protocols, and I'm kind of into the hormone rebuilding right now. And I mean, just this past month, I can't remember a time when I have felt this good. So I'm sleeping better. I'm waking up at 5 a.m., which is kind of normal time for me. So don't go crazy or anything. But I'm able to stay awake until 8:39, and I just feel like it's kind of given me my life back. So just really appreciative. So is that enough?
It's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. You know, the only other thing I would say to add to it, because I think you can add so much value to this just because of so much you've done before. One
Yeah.
of the things I see so often with patients that come to see me that are working with a functional medicine doctor or a holistic provider, so many times they still think medically, meaning like they look at the symptom and
Yes.
then they give a treatment, but they do a natural treatment and they never actually look at the root cause, like where these hormones are being developed or these different types of things that you and I always talk about and continue to learn
Right.
and study and look at the underlying level of where these things are happening. So speak a little bit about that. Like you had a test that we're doing, but your treatment was probably different and your result was different. So it was a good doctor. It was not a medical doctor. It was a holistically thinking doctor that used the same test, but a different mindset and approach, completely different results, right?
Completely different results. Yeah. Yeah. And in fact, I've had 4 or 5 different Dutch tests over the past 4 years or so. And everybody looks at it a little bit differently and says, oh, let's try this. Oh, let's try this. Oh, let's try this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I think, sometimes it helped a little bit, sometimes it didn't help at all. But when I got to you, kind of looking at the whole picture and all the different things we needed to do to get to the root cause of things like food sensitivities, liver cleansing, all this kind of stuff, I think has really made a difference.
Awesome. And like last thing I'll say, just because I think this is helpful too, is like we really do take you off your supplements, right? We're like, once you're done,
Yes.
there's no more, right? It's not like a forever thing. And even today, we were talking about supporting your thyroid, right? And like some additional work we're trying to refine. And what did I tell you? I said, get it from your food, right? So
Right.
we're even trying to figure out how to do this,
Yeah.
as cost
I have
effective
a
as
I have a
possible. So
I have a graveyard of supplements in my cabinet.
yeah, well, they might go to the grave
I'm not
soon.
gonna be able to like say I don't even need these anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and I love working with you, and I'm sure you've given inspiration to many. So thanks so much.
you're welcome.